Welcome back to Sirius Speedway with your host, Dave Moody.
I'm a man who discovered the wheel and built the Eiffel Tower out of metal and brawn.
And Angie Skinner.
She has beautiful eyes and her hair smells like cinnamon.
Well, here's the music we promised him last year, or last week.
Oh, that's right.
Little Italian to rejoin and chat with our friend Max
Ciao.
Papis. Hello, ciao, Max. How are you?
Buongiorno. How are we doing, guys?
Buongiorno. And you've now run through my entire Italian itinerary, so we'll have to stop there. We're fine. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing actually really good. I'm here, getting ready to do the end of the year NASCAR banquet interview. And not so sure exactly what it is because actually I never raced a full season in NASCAR, so this is going to be my first time. Just finished practicing the number 9 Geico Toyota. I'm really pleased of the improvement we did. It didn't show up yet on the speed, but this morning we were quite decent, and I feel we have a pretty good track for the race. So I'm excited, actually. I think it's going to be a really good weekend for us.
This is a track where if you don't necessarily qualify well, it doesn't mean the end of your day. There's plenty of room out there to find yourself a groove where your truck's going to work and move forward, isn't there?
Yeah, you're very much right, but at the same time, the truck races are shorter, and you gotta start going fast right away. Mm-hmm. I mean, there is not much time to waste in terms of. You can't really do too many adjustments, and you gotta hit the track running pretty hard right away. So that's what we've been focusing on. It's gonna be a really big difference tomorrow. I don't really expect us to qualify really that great because the Toyotas and our truck definitely works better in a race situation than in a qualifying situation. But as I said, maybe qualifying in the top 15 would be good, and definitely racing in the top 5.
Qualifying early morning, racing in the afternoon. Now, it's not going to be as hot here at Michigan as it was, ironically, in the spring race tomorrow, but there is probably going to be a difference in temperature. Does this track react a lot to temp?
Let me tell you, this is one of the most temperamental racetracks that you have in the whole circuit, together with Atlanta. It's there was almost a second difference from this morning practicing at 11 to practicing at 2 p.m. The main difference is that there is less grip, so the car is skating. The truck is skating all around the racetrack, and especially the 3 and 4, they're very tough to handle. There is a lot of technique going on, and I will tell you, tomorrow I think you're going to see something that is going to be halfway between a super speedway event where they're going to draft and go around really hard,
right?
And a handling racetrack, depending on how long the runs are going to be. If the runs are going to be longer, then you're going to see the handling, play more big part. If the runs are going to be shorter, you're going to see a lot of drafting, a lot of crazy passes.
Yeah, drafting here. It's a fast enough racetrack that drafting definitely matters, particularly in the truck, because you guys punch a pretty big hole in the air out there.
This morning I ran 15 laps, and every single one of these 15 laps was flat out, wide open. I lifted a little bit in the afternoon, but just barely for 1 or 2 laps. So, running alone was wide open, and that's why I said, the drafting is going to be really important, and looking ahead and positioning yourself ahead, I think that's going to be really key of the game.
What else you got going on this weekend? We know you're always out either for a 250-mile bike ride or something going on with you. What's on the docket for the weekend?
No, I left the bike ride last week in Watkins Glen where I was just coaching Joey Logano, and I was not racing. Usually I don't really do a lot, but I have both of my kids, Marco and Matteo, here with my wife. I'm actually teaching Marco how to ride his dirt bike in the grass in front of the driver-owner lot. So that's a lot of fun. And the really good things I want to tell you guys tomorrow, we're going to have 4 guests from Livestrong. You guys know that I'm an ambassador for Livestrong Foundation.
Oh, yes.
Sure.
We're going to have 4 cancer survivors coming over. We're going to give them their first experience of what it means, teamwork, being at the racetrack. They've never been to a NASCAR track, and I know my wife, Tatiana, and the people at Livestrong, they work really hard to make this happen. So I think tomorrow we're going to bring smile to a family, and it's going to be really good. And hopefully if we put all our hands together, we can fight cancer, and Live Strong are doing a really good job. So if anyone is listening out there and you're battling cancer, go give a call to Live Strong. They have, a desk where they can assist you, they can guide you, and it's free. They don't ask for nothing. And if you are dealing with cancer and you don't know how, you want to get an extra opinion or something like that, just give them a call. They're great people. They helped me and my father a lot. So
yeah,
that's what I want to say. And for the racing, get your seatbelt tight, because tomorrow we're going to the front.
Attaboy. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Now, I do want to ask you this. You said you're giving your son dirt bike lessons out in front of the driver-owner lot. Have you explained to your lovely wife that there is soon to be a gigantic dirt ring right around the outside of your house as he rides round and round the house on that thing?
I haven't explained that because I'm the guy who is really precise with the garden and everything. But I already found the track for him to ride around in my house. And actually, yesterday night was really funny because Jimmy Johnson and we were out there teaching Marco. And actually, Jimmy told me that he started riding the bike when he was 5 years old, like Marco. And he was explaining him, how many crashes he had and all that kind of stuff. And Marco still kept it wide open and riding around. I can tell you, he was turning way better to the left than when he was turning to the right. I don't know why, but...
Yeah, for sure. Well, motorsports families are a little different. And I guess, Tatiana being Emerson Fittipaldi's daughter, there's no way in the world that she would even try and argue that, a dirt bike is too dangerous for her small children. She's going to be right there beside you putting them on it, I guess, huh?
I don't know. She keeps us sane, and me and the kids are the guys that will really push her right to the limit. And, you're going to have to see my kids and my family when they're all together, especially nowadays. I don't know if you guys know, we have Pietro Fittipaldi, my nephew, who actually won 3 of the last races in the limited late model in Hickory Speedway. He's actually leading the limited late model series. And when they're all together, man, they're crazy.
That's right. In a wonderful sort of way, though, right? In a good, crazy kind of way.
Yeah, we keep them in control. They have good values, but we let them, roam around free because that's how life is.
Yep, exactly right. Exactly right. Well, have fun with that, and we'll come out on the grid and say hello to you in the morning before qualifying, and we'll look for good things tomorrow afternoon as well.
I really appreciate you guys, and I'm excited for the last 11 races in the season with the Geico truck. I really feel that we're getting better and better. Again, tomorrow, hopefully, if you're running the top 5, top 10 would be really what I'm looking for, but Randy Goss and the Geico guys are working really hard, and I really feel we've got something better in our hands, and we're going to see us competing better and better from now to the end of the season.
Good deal. Look forward to it, Max. Thank you as always. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys.
Max Papis, Geico Toyota for Germain Racing, qualifying tomorrow morning, racing tomorrow afternoon here in the Irish Hills of Michigan.